Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're breaking down what is arguably one of the most powerful, fundamental bodyweight exercises in human history, the push-up. It's an absolute total body powerhouse, right? When you nail it, you're simultaneously building your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, your core, honestly, your entire upper body strength. It's like the ultimate test of functional fitness. But despite how ridiculously common it is, there's a huge issue we've got to address right out of the gate. And here's the hard truth. Most people are doing them completely wrong. Literally, completely wrong. Now, as a coach and just someone who geeks out on optimizing mechanics, I gotta tell you, bad form isn't just about looking a little sloppy at the gym. It is actively destructive to your body and your goals. When your form is off, you aren't just slowing down your progress, you're actively working against yourself. So, what's actually at risk when we ignore proper mechanics? Well, the hidden costs are pretty steep. If your push-ups feel super awkward, or if your shoulders are aching the next day, or maybe you've just been stuck doing the exact same number of reps for months without improving, yeah, that's because bad form is putting severe, totally unnecessary stress on your joints. It actively caps the muscle growth you're sweating so hard for, and worse, it drastically increases your chances of a serious injury. But hey, the good news? Every single one of these mistakes is incredibly easy to fix once you know what to look for. So let's take a little anatomical journey through the body, starting right up at the top. All right, mistake 1, the neck trap. Let's dive into this. You see this classic beginner's instinct all the time, looking up or staring straight ahead. People just naturally think lifting their chin will somehow magically improve their posture, or maybe help them pull their chest away from the floor. But think about what's actually happening here. It aggressively cranks your neck backward and throws your whole cervical spine completely out of alignment. Over time, that creates this massive tension that just radiates right down into your shoulders. Instead, what you want is a perfectly neutral neck, head totally in line with the spine. This lets your body move efficiently as one straight chain, zero wasted energy, and zero structural pinching. So how do we immediately fix this? Just look down at the floor. Find a specific spot, maybe just slightly in front of your hands, and lock your eyes right there for the entire set. Don't look up, but actually, scratch that. Don't overcompensate and tuck your chin to your chest either. Just keep your head naturally aligned with your spine from start to finish. You really want your entire body moving as a single unbroken line, so your muscles, not your spinal joints, are taking the hit. Moving down the arms, we hit mistake 2, the flared elbows. This one is remarkably common, and man, does it put your shoulder joints in a dangerously weak position. I call it the giant T shape. When your elbows are sticking straight out to the sides like that, you are literally pulling tension away from your primary pushing muscles and dumping all of that kinetic stress right into the shoulder joints. It totally wrecks your power safely. What we want is the arrow shape. By just tucking those elbows closer to your body, you instantly protect your shoulders and force your chest and triceps to do the heavy lifting, which, is exactly what they're biomechanically designed to do. I want you to keep this number firmly in your head, 45. Your elbows should be tucked at roughly a 45-degree angle. You definitely don't want them pinned super tight against your ribs, but you absolutely don't want them flared super wide. It's about finding that sweet spot right in the middle. That 45-degree angle perfectly tracks with the natural orientation of your pectoral muscle fibers. It lets them stretch and contract with maximum force. Once you lock in this arrow shape, I guarantee you'll instantly feel so much stronger and way more stable pushing off the floor. Okay, continuing down to the core, we've got mistake 3, the sagging hips. Look, sagging hips will completely destroy an otherwise decent push-up. It's basically the absolute fastest route to lower back pain. The very second your hips start dropping toward the floor, your lower lumbar spine is forced to take over and absorb all that structural pressure from your body weight. No good. To stop this, you've got to run through a quick core bracing checklist every single time. 1, squeeze your glutes tight. 2, tighten your abs hard, like literally imagine you're bracing for a punch to the stomach. And 3, lock your body into one perfectly straight line from your head all the way down to your heels. So we need to completely shift your mindset here. You are no longer just doing a push-up. Nope. You are executing a moving plank. Just think about that definition for a second. Your body remains entirely tight, perfectly straight, with zero sagging and absolutely no bending in the middle during the rep. If you stay completely rigid like that throughout the whole movement, your core is actually going to get an incredible workout and your lower back stays 100% protected. You're basically turning an upper body exercise into a true full body movement. Heading back up the body a bit, let's look at mistake 4, collapsed shoulders. Now, this one usually rears its ugly head right when fatigue starts setting in at the end of a set. You'll see shoulders naturally rolling forward. When you let your posture collapse inward like this, your scapula just lose all their stability. You shift the tension completely away from your big chest muscles and end up overloading those tiny stabilizer muscles in your back and shoulders. And guess what? They tire out incredibly fast. It just makes the whole rep sloppy. What we want is the proud chest position. By actively pulling your shoulders slightly back and down, you stay highly engaged and maintain optimal leverage. Bottom line, the stronger your shoulder position is, the stronger your push-up becomes. To really lock this in, I want to share a very specific mental cue with you: bending the floor. And what's really interesting about this concept is how it instantly translates to your muscles. When you're in the starting position, I want you to imagine grabbing the floor with your hands and trying to physically twist or bend it outward. Now, obviously you won't actually move your hands, but that twisting and tension instantly creates this massive upper body tension. It locks your shoulders right into that proud position and fully, deeply engages your chest muscles before you even lower yourself down an inch. Finally, we arrive at mistake 5, the vertical drop. Let's pull back for a second and look at the full body's overall plane of motion, because this attacks the final and probably the most subtle mistake people make. Think about it. Most people naturally treat push-ups like an elevator, right? You go straight down, you go straight up. But here's the thing. That is just not how human chest muscles naturally push from a mechanical standpoint. To fully activate your chest, you've got to ditch that up and down elevator motion. Instead, you need to transition to the forward push. As you push back up from the floor, think about pushing the floor away from you while driving your body slightly forward at the exact same time. It's such an incredibly subtle change in your trajectory, but man, the payoff is immediate. It literally makes a massive difference in your muscle activation and your overall control because you're finally using your biomechanics to their absolute fullest. The very moment you click into this slight forward push, your reps will stop feeling like this jerky struggle and will instantly feel smoother, stronger, and significantly more effective. So let's bring this all together into the core philosophy of this explainer. Real strength comes from controlled, clean reps that actually train the muscles properly. Listen, anyone can just throw themselves up and down off the floor with terrible form, using momentum to just grind out a few extra messy reps, but that's not what we're about here. If you fix these 5 mistakes, if you lock in a neutral neck, tuck your elbows to 45 degrees, brace that rock-solid moving plank, keep a proud chest, and execute that slight forward push, you are going to start building real, measurable strength that translates directly into everyday functional fitness. Which leaves us with one ultimate question for you. Are you chasing messy reps just to hit some arbitrary number, or are you ready to build real strength? I really challenge you to take the tools from this explainer, drop down to the floor right now, and test out your newly perfected form. Trust me on this. Your joints, your muscles, and your future self are definitely going to thank you. Keep learning, keep pushing, and we'll catch you on the next explainer.